people kind of sort of get into. These guys break out Godsmack, they break out some Metallica, they break out some heavy duty stuff, and the people get into it. Plus, not only that, but they break out their own original material. And I'll tell you what, this stuff sounds great, guys. So let's talk about this a little bit.
Sure.
Silver Tongue, where'd you get your name? Those questions.
Do you want the
I don't know. Can we divulge
clean
these secrets
version?
to you?
You can divulge anything that you want tens of thousands of people to hear.
It's Scott Savage. Don't let it, Scott.
yeah,
Go ahead and
yeah,
tell him the truth.
Right.
Well, we were sitting around and we were writing some stuff and we're trying to figure out, you know, what are we going to call the band? We know what we want to do. We need to find a name that we feel that is going to stand the test of time. So we did the smartest thing that any musician would probably do. We scanned through my uncle's porno flicks,
Right.
and we found Silver Tongue as a porno. But it was spelled with the Tongue.
Sure.
Right. And we discussed, we looked at it, we did some designs for it, and we were just like, you know, that's gay, the tongue, the way it's spelled. It just doesn't fit us.
No.
So we thought about, okay, Korean Mafia, Tung, the tongues. So I was like, now we're on to something.
But
So
now you might wind up getting the death threats from those guys.
Yeah.
Like this
Oh, that's okay. They got my cell anyways.
That's it. That's awesome. So, and you hail from Baltimore.
Yes.
How long have you guys been doing this now?
Probably about 6 years now.
Really?
When we first put the project together, we did a test run with it for about a year, and the musicians just weren't right. And then finally, these guys came along, and everything has been sailing ever since.
Right. The real talent comes.
Right.
Okay, so by your own admission, this is a newer version of Silver Tongue. So who are the original members, or who is like one of the only ones, or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
Actually, I'm the original member left, but what the version of Silver Tongue was is no comparison to
what it is.
now.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean,
I understand.
the guys were great that were in the band, but you know, they had their own thing,
Right.
and their head wasn't where my head was, and then these guys came along, and next thing you know, our heads just connected.
Yeah, I don't think it was a matter of lack of talent at all before. Trust me, those guys were phenomenal. I think it was just a matter of the way things gel.
Right.
Chemistry.
Just
Right.
chemistry.
Exactly.
I mean, you can. I absolutely agree with that. I mean, you can, like the people that you play with, but if you're making music that you don't think is up to your standard, I understand that. So, I mean,
Right.
even though you still remain friends, it's strictly business. It's not personal.
Oh,
And that's
yeah.
good.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah.
you know.
And the funny thing
And we're
is,
all
we
still
actually,
friends.
yeah,
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 we
we
all get
actually get
together
a lot
still.
of support from some of the
Yeah.
guys that were in the band.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
There's a gentleman that used to be in the band, was actually the bass player. He actually runs sound for us
Yeah.
every now and then. He's a great sound guy.
Yeah,
Right.
Real good
I mean,
sound.
Silver Tongue is something that has grown. I mean, like the old Silver Tongue, the new Silver Tongue, we still connect with each other. You know, I mean, you know, it's everybody who's come into this project has been really good people. You know, really great musicians. You know, fantastic overall. You know, and you know, and we never leave you behind. You know what I mean? The band reinvented itself. And you know, those people are still there. They're still a part of it. You know, we still incorporate them in, get them on stage with us. You know, it's all one big party. It's about having fun, spreading the message. You know, and just entertaining our friends. You know, because you know, I have never had a fan, but all the people that come to our shows, they are our friends, and we name. You know, we know their names. We know. You know what I mean? And it's so much more. This Silver Tongue is more like, hopefully, a movement than just a regular band. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, I hope so for you too. I mean, it was quite evident at the show
I
the
said
way you got the
movement,
people
by the
moving.
way.
You know, and that's there you go. That's where we're going with that. I mean, it's the whole thing.
The funny thing is when you were out there and you were doing your thing and you were bringing the audience up to date of what was going on and about to bring us on, we were sitting in the back. You know, we just looked at each other and I went, look, guys, these are Kix's fans. So we're probably just going to be the little warm-up act that no one really cares about. So let's just go out there and do our thing and have fun.
That's it.
So we all agreed on that, and the more and more we played, I could see everybody getting closer
Yep.
and closer
Yep.
and closer, and then everybody was dead up front, and then we just took control of everything that we had to, and we were definitely blessed that night by the people that were there, and we definitely appreciate everybody.
Absolutely.
That
And it was
was
our
there.
pleasure to meet them and learn their names and talk to them on the MySpace and the Facebook and
Right.
the response was great, and the people were great.
Yes.
People
Yeah,
up
yeah.
here are very
Yes.
nice people,
They are.
despite the shotguns.
Exactly. I saw them put the shotguns down.
Yeah.
So after you guys got into it, the shotguns put down,
That's
and
how
people
we
started
knew we
moving
won
up.
them over, right?
You thought we were
Oh,
sweating
yeah.
because of the stage lights.
Exactly.
No, it was the guns.
Yeah, I heard, and this is Silver Tongue from Baltimore, Maryland.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh shit.
Yep. That's why you saw me get off the stage real fast, right? I'm out. See ya.
Put on your A game, boys.
Exactly.
But
Look
I'll
out.
tell you what, that night was not only interesting with that. I mean, we brought up like 55 CDs, and before we got off the stage, they were all
They were
gone.
gone.
Excellent.
And
That's good.
I was blown away. I mean,
That's
we were
great.
so humbled that night. And to top it all off, of course, it was bad weather.
Yes, it was. Oh
Icy
my God.
all over the place.
Nasty.
Some of the guys took off and they were able to get to their destinations. Dano here, he left and actually went all the way back to Baltimore.
3-hour drive in that snow, baby.
Scoot and I,
Dog sled.
we got stuck at some hotel. I
Don't
don't
even
even remember the name of
either.
it, but we ended up being there for 2 days.
Oh
We were
Jesus.
snowed in.
It was like 30 inches of snow up here.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
pushing
Oh, yeah.
28,
Yeah,
30
it was a
inches
big
of snow.
blizzard of
Sick.
2009.
Yes.
But the
sick
cool
stuff.
thing of it was, Scott, the guys from the firehouse
Yes.
came to the hotel to dig out our truck and our trailer. They hung out with
Yes.
us.
Gene Duty,
They-
if you're listening,
Gene, love
we
you,
love
man.
you, man. Thank you so much.
Those guys, I tell you what, they liked you too, and it was quite evident, and that is, going above and beyond what they would normally do for,
Oh,
for a
yes.
lot of
George,
other bands.
George, Gene, and all those
Yes,
guys. Those guys were
absolutely.
amazing, and we cannot thank them guys enough. So, dude, if you guys are listening, thank you. I don't know how else to do this, but thank you.
And hey, you got another big gig coming up here before
Yes,
too long,
we
don't
do.
you? Where are you
Yes,
going to play
we
at?
do.
And
Yes,
who are
we
you
do.
playing with? Oh, it's a loaded
that's-
question, but yeah.
Actually, we're going to be back. We're going to be back in Brunswick again on Saturday, April 10th, with national recording artist L.A. Guns. If you guys do not remember them, they're from the 80s. They were big hits from the 80s.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
telling you, these guys are just, wow.
Yeah.
That's
They
gonna
are.
be another fun night.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And we,
'Cause I
we
know
hope to
there's-
see everybody out there.
Yeah, I know LA Guns is still a very, very, very good live, as is Kicks. I mean,
Yes.
if you didn't go see Kicks, you missed it. Go see them.
Oh
Those
my God.
guys
That was
are
amazing.
better than
Show.
ever, and I know
Great
LA
show,
Guns
yeah.
is.
Those
You don't want
guys
to
are
miss that.
Nope.
Kicks was just, they were just
They were
sick.
great.
It's
Yeah.
just, wow.
Yeah, we've got a hell of a lineup out there for you. We've got Blue Vultures, we've got
Yes.
Silver Tongue,
Yeah.
and of course LA Guns. But like I said, I think you guys are going to steal the show, to be honest with you.
That's what we're going to try to do.
That's what you should do. You know what? Step up. Put LA Guns on the mark, man. Make them sweat down there a little bit, like, oh shit. Step up, man.
right.
Yeah, we may have to get in and talk to Phil a little bit and say, look, Phil, we can do this to you, but
But yeah, we're going to have to step up. That's it. We're
I'm
going to
sure,
have to put the.
I'm sure he'll understand, Scott. He won't get
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
And no matter who we open up for, no matter who we play with, we just try to have as much fun as we can. We try to bring
That's
our
amazing.
unique style and the unique show. We bring the mayhem. And,
You do.
and
It's high energy. For people that if you like things like Godsmack and Alice in Chains, you gotta come out and check these guys out. I mean, they give their all. I watched them do it. I mean,
that's for sure.
lots of other people watched them. You heard the man say that they took all the CDs that they had. You need to come and check them out. I mean, I can't reiterate that enough. Check it out.
Yes,
You will
yes,
not be
please
disappointed. You will have a newfound band. You will have new friends from Silver Tongue. So let's talk about the music a little bit too. I've got a disc here that we've got a few tracks on that we're going to check out here on Savage Cuts tonight. So we're going to start off with a tune called "Slow Me Down." What's "Slow Me Down" all about? Talk about that.
well, actually, Slow Me Down is actually off the first CD, The Pawn, that we will have available at the show.
Excellent.
This song actually came along. I was maybe 19 when I wrote it, and it was about my struggles with the music, and the people that are around you at that age. They're like, you know what? You need to get a real job. You need to stop the dream. It's not gonna happen for you. So that's where that song actually came from, and it doesn't just. It's not pertaining just to the music thing. It has anything to do in life. Whether you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a janitor, whatever you want to do.
A DJ for a
I was
month.
just gonna say
that.
Whoa! Hey.
Whatever you want to do in life, don't let anybody slow you down. Don't let anybody tell you cannot do something.
And I think that's why it's an extreme crowd favorite off of it.
Yes.
It's a great song to play live. It's a high energy song, but it applies to everybody. I mean,
Right.
it really does. It's a motivational rock and roll song.
That's it.
Yeah.
Kind of like the get up there and do some motivational rock. Are you guys ready?
Yes. The funny thing is a lot of people, they ask us what are our influences, and
Wow.
we look at our crowd and we go, you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are our influence. You guys are what set the pace of what we do. Because if it's not for them, we don't get to do what we want to do.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we've
you're
had many
absolutely right.
songs that we've written a couple songs, and we've played them